kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Handoff from the gun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Out of the gun, the inside give.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's French. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He'll pull it on the read. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Hunt is on its way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. With jumbo personnel. Give to the running back. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He has the 1st and still on his feet. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
You know, we talked about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. The give to the back. pushes through the tackle. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll go to the ground. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Grabbed over the middle, it's Cobb. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Looking to throw, it's French. Quickly out to the tight end. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And I think early in the football game, man, you're figuring out the win. I think he kind of underestimated that a little bit. Like, throws that football, the wind knocks it down a little bit. The defense takes advantage with some early momentum on that interception.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll start this drive going to the air. Takes the easy one to the back. There he goes! Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Pocket breaking down. Trying to get rid of it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. from the gun. The running back tries to hit the hole. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go when you run into
wide open spaces. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Quickly complete. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Trying to seal the edge on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Fires to the big fella. It's a seam wide open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Now on the move. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. And then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Gets the back moving. Flips it out to the back. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Quick completion on the out. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw again. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He got it! Gets it in there for the touchdown. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's why you draw it up, right? You want to come out, get clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So they move the ball 43 yards on that drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's French. Under fire. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the catch on the left. Oh, out of space. Finds the finish line for the touchdown. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 10 over Washington State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking left. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's French. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the back. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. And here comes the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle. It's Cobb. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was
He hurls one deep down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. To give to the lone running back. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Barnett. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Helms. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
When you got a weapon this good at tight end, a quarterback, you've got to look his way, especially in this area of the field. Because remember, it's the red zone where these windows are so small. Nice job getting the completion and picking up the foot.
Snags it with the sticky fingers and strolls in with the sweet feet for the touchdown.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to throw. It's Barnett. Going deep. Caught at the 25. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Waning seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 2nd half. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Unloads it left. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking them.
Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressive.
He's loose. Turning on the Jets. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. Using his feet. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Brings up 2nd down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air. It's Barnett. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive. Can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Got it in the middle. It's Ellis. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Hold it, finds his man on the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws to the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
The kick is on its way. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Power football with the run. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Now, listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Oh, he's got some space. They run him out of bounds after a tremendous pickup on the play.
And this is why offenses are so hard to stop. When you have such great playmakers at the quarterback spot. Third down, if people are covered, what can he do? Take off, scramble, and now set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. saunters into the end zone for a touchdown. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Makes it past the marker. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First down here for the offense. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast. It's loose. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot. They're not able to come away with the completion.
To the air, it's French. Snagged in the middle, it's Helms. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback.
There he goes. Tag. All the way in for the touchdown.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. It's a running room. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off play action on first down. Looking to buy time. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Might be calling a hot route. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The short hands, it's Kyle. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Looking to pass, it's French. The throw to the outside is complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. They'll run it from the gun. Crosses the 10. Open space at the 25. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
He's got it. Two-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope.
And it's more common to throw for the two-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You could tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice two-point conversion.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The hand to the running back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got the first down and more. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. First and 10 from the 23. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try to get outside. Got a little space. Turning it on. And it's a touchdown. Put 6 on the board. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by 7 over USC. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He'll do it himself. Creates a little space. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Dropping back, it's Helton. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Swings it out to the flat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And it's no good. And the missed field goal leaves the lead at 23.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking for a man. It's Helton. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. And it's in for a touchdown. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. He'll return it. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's in for the score.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. To throw, it's Helton. Going for the big play. He's got it along the sideline. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And first down for the offense.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
So now it's 2nd and long. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. And the returner goes down. And now this offense will take the field again. Looking downfield, it's Helton. Makes the grab on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. 3rd down play from the gun. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And, man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone, won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.